So this movie takes place after the events of the Avengers, and for Iron Man 1 and 2, I'd seen them. It took me a really long time to get into them. I just never really cared for them. But as I was preparing to see the Avengers, I did finally get around to seeing 1 and 2 thoroughly, and was actually I was entertained. But this movie, this installment, in my opinion, is the most entertaining and the coolest and the best of the series. And that is because right when it starts, now obviously it is a big sort of long, epic superhero action movie, but it's not as drawn out. It's not as wordy. I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of dialogue in there, and a lot of kind of some one-liners and comedies. That's what Iron Man is, and that's what's great about it. But it's got so much more action than it felt like number 1 and 2 had, and that was great. And of course, what they do with the effects and the scenery and the action gags, it's just cooler. I loved the whole the saving everybody from the airplane sequence. Um, oh my god, the list just goes on and on. I can't even recall all the action scenes because they're all like, there's too many to remember and they're all just so tight. So yeah, like the action scenes get better and cooler in this one. You're just sitting there with a smile on your face for like 2 hours, and feeling excited. You just can't wait to see what happens next. You almost kind of don't want it to end, and I really like what they do with the characters in this one. There's a little more complexity and sort of some mysteries going on. Just and of course, since I am mentioning the characters, that goes along with the story too. I kind of like what they did with the story. They went in some interesting directions basically, and then Iron Man 3 just wasn't what I expected. Like I didn't know if I was gonna like or dislike it. I was just hoping I was gonna go, have a good time at least, and I did. I had a better time than I thought I would. So I definitely recommend Iron Man 3. I think it's the best in the series, and yeah, I hope. I'm pretty sure since what. Oh yeah, about that reminds me. Stay after the end credits for this movie because the post-end credit scene is spectacular as usual, and even after that too, after the end credit scene, stay just till the lights go on in the theater room because they give you a cool message, and otherwise leaves you with hope. So yeah, and a couple other movies I recommend are The Place Beyond the Pines. I saw that yesterday, and I've been wanting to see that for a long time, and I thought that was a really good, riveting action thriller drama. And of course, I saw Matthew McConaughey's latest film, Mud, and that was a really good movie too. It kind of reminded me of Stand by Me a little bit. And another thing I wanted to quickly say about Iron Man 3 is the look of the movie. It has it. Oh, another cool thing is the fact that it is in 3D. I saw it in 2D, but when you see it in 2D, you're not missing anything because, as I said with the action sequences, they're of course mind blowing and over the top and awesome. But I like that you feel like you're there, you're along for the ride with Tony and these sequences of whoever else is doing what. It's really cool that you kind of feel like you're there, and you don't even have to watch it in 3D to feel that way. That's the greatest thing. And again, like the movie makes it's sort of like has a dreamlike cinematography to me. It's hard to explain, but if you see the posters and really pay attention to the look of the movie, then you'll know what I mean. So, and the score was really nice too. I like the score on this one. So, so yeah, that's my review for Iron Man 3, and so my recommendations for The Place Beyond the Pines and Mud.